Shri Gauranga Shri Veda Chandra Radha Swasti Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. So this is a special class we're giving on December 3rd, 2023. The interesting topic is called, I give this lecture the title, the need for developing the female qualities, the need for developing the female qualities to be successful in Bhakti Bhajan. So what do I mean? What do I mean by female qualities? If you look at the humanity, we have men and we have women. So on a chemical level or physical level, there's something called hormones. There's male hormones and female hormones which control the physical development and mental attitudes and thinking of man or woman. So every man has male hormones in his body, and he also has female hormones in his body. Every woman has female hormones in her body and male hormones in her body. So every man has some woman inside of him, and every woman has some man inside of her. There's another way of saying it. So if the percentage of the man is more woman than man, then he looks like a man, but he acts like a woman. He may even have a high voice. He may have a high voice and no body hair or facial hair. Different symptoms manifest when there's imbalance. You can liberate the mosquitoes also.
That's good.
Gurudev said they're attacking you, you can liberate them, no sin. But you don't go around and unnecessarily harass them, but they're coming your way. It means they're going to bite you and give you disease. So let's recap that. Stay on the topic, but that's something to be aware of, that living entity. So every man, everyone is some man or female. So there's a book here that's written in front of me by a very senior disciple of Satyanarayana Das Babaji. Her name is Jaya Devi, and she has a PhD in Sanskrit. She's very learned, and it describes her search. She had a question in her mind. She's a very beautiful, intelligent, highly educated Western woman from Belgium, European woman. So she was always curious. She had different relationships in her life with men, and she was always curious, trying to find out what is love, what is real love. So this is some question that every civilized, cultured man or woman will have. What is real love? Because we're all born, we grow up with experience of love from our mother. Mother represents personification of love. Fathers aren't loving in the same way their mother is loving. Because love means caring, means nourishing, means teaching, means training, means rewarding, means correcting, means punishing, means comforting. Many things motherhood brings. The baby lives by the mother's blood in the womb, and lives by the mother's blood transformed into milk outside the womb. So in the Vedic concept of life, Sanatana Dharma, what we call it, modern times they call Hindu Dharma. It's not exactly correct, but it's more like Sanatana Dharma, Varnashram Dharma, in the ancient civilization of India. By ancient, I mean millions of years ancient, unlimitedly ancient civilization. The mother in Shastra is called Adi Guru Mata, not father. This is a very important subject. This subject, although it is about the need for developing the feminine quality or female qualities to attain perfection in human life, this implies an automatic prejudice. Because if some soul, some Atma has a female body already, she already has these qualities. So this class is more directed towards males. because males are too much male. They're missing these female qualities. So this book, to solve what is real love, to understand, find the answer to what is real love, what is substantial love, of course you have to turn to God. You have to turn to the ideal lover and beloved, Radha Krishna. So women have an advantage. Prabhupada himself said this in Krishna book and early lectures. He said in the field of bhakti, women have an advantage over men. So this lady, she's a good philosopher, she's a good psychologist, and she's courageous. So she thought that I've had some relationships in my life, but I'm curious to find what is this love. So she thought she will search the world to find love. So she got on a bicycle and rode around the world on a bicycle. A young 20-year-old girl. She is not a black belt in karate. She's just a courageous girl, God-fearing girl. Let's say woman, it's not a girl. A young woman, 23, 24, I don't know how old she was, roughly that age, because she finished college, has a degree, PhD in Sanskrit. So she's a manager, she manages Shiva Institute, and she's been with Satyaraj for 25 years. I think she's Indian citizen also. Very learned, educated, very cool lady. I never met her, but she must be very, very cool lady. Strong, independent, but submissive. So she's looking for the ideal lover, an ideal love. And she found it in Vrindavan, in Radha Krishna. But to get all that, she needed an ideal representative of that love. Someone who's transparent, someone who's not living in a duality of attraction and repulsion, and man and woman, material duality and attraction, someone who's transcended all that and fixed in the love and service of Radha Krishna. So Jaya Devi Dasi, she found that in Sri Satyanarayana Das Babaji. She found wisdom, she found compassion, and incredible wisdom and knowledge and compassion, and she found love in her guru. But she surrendered her whole life to his mission of Jiva Institute, studying Shastra, editing Shastra. She's involved at all levels. She's involved at all levels of management, plus she's a brilliant teacher there in the Institute, highly qualified. So she wrote a diary, but it's all philosophical diary. But every time she had an experience, she wrote a philosophical conclusion of it. So I was given this book by a devotee, and I was very curious because I always appreciated women, what they represent, the finer qualities that they have. I mean, bodies is not so interesting to me. It's just a variation of a man's body, beauty and talent and grace and charm and everything women have that everyone knows about that. But more essential is the qualities of women, how they think, how they feel. It's way beyond me. You can't know what a woman feels like or thinks like. That's your woman. So to be a teacher, be a guru, I want to know about. I have lady disciples. I want to know about their hearts, their mentality. So what I realized by reading this book, and that's why I gave the title. It's different than the title of her book, but it's based on her teachings and her revelations, which I'll quote and I'll comment on. So I'm giving my Bhumika, which means in Sanskrit introduction. Bhumika means establishing the foundation. Foundation means earth. Bhumi sounds like earth, right? So it's earth. Establishing the solid earth to build your building on. So the building is a question I posed, and the answer I'm going to accomplish in the next 1 hour speaking. What is the need? The question is this. This class will answer. This is the title of this class. A very serious class. I hope that we represent the points that Jaya Devi Dasi has presented in her book called Feminine Spirituality. But you say feminine spirituality, people think it's a book for women. But I didn't like that. So I liked it, but I didn't think it was broad enough. So I'm calling the title of this lecture, the need for developing, because women also have these qualities. They're not developed, they're covered or repressed or they're trying to manifest masculine, material qualities to establish success in material careers in the material world, and sublimating and suppressing the true nature of a woman, which are the essential qualities to attain spiritual perfection and bhakti bhajan. Yoga and karma and gyan and material life, you don't need any feminine qualities, you male qualities, leadership, determination, cleverness, all this stuff to become a leader, a successful millionaire. But bhakti is all about love, compassion, surrender, submission, seva. That's women are personification of those qualities by nature, svabhav. We aren't. Not. So we have to be honest. So how are we going to get that? Like, what's Krishna's problem? Same thing, woman problem. Radharani's got all these qualities I don't have. I want these qualities. I want to be a woman, but I'm not going to be a woman's form. I'm not going to be half Radharani. I just want her qualities. Krishna wanted her qualities. Her bhav means your quality. Your bhav is compassion an action? Yes, it's an action, but it's also a bhav. Karuna bhav. It's mercy, an action, yes, being merciful, and it's also a bhav. Kripa bhav. And poshan and nourishment is also action, but it's based on a bhav. Love, concern, protection. We should grow, be healthy and happy. That's a bhav. Women, how does men live or die? What I care. So these are very important qualities for every man devotee, every female devotee. If women can have these, they should develop them, make them flourish and fly. They have to have the right environment, and the right people with them, the right supporting people, and the right guru to guide and receive their love and compassion and affection and surrender and service. But if the guru or the people around them are envious and cheaters and proud and exploiters, then all their natural inborn feminine qualities will be frustrated, and they'll be failure in bhakti bhajan. Man and woman both. So men have to develop female qualities, and women have to unleash their volcano of compassion, surrender, submission. But they haven't found. They want to find a nice man they can serve and surrender and humbly love and serve, but they get exploited and cheated and ruined and thrown away and divorced and mistreated and beat up and cheated on, and they just they get insulted to the max. So they get frustrated, lead a life of negativity and frustration, unhappiness, suicide. Just go out and make a bunch of money, enjoy life, and be unhappy and frustrated for a whole life till death. But you find an enlightened being, enlightened spiritual leader that's not at least has 1 foot in the spiritual world. If 2, it's better. But has 1 foot there, and generally has Anubhav himself or herself, had experience of transcendental love and transcendental compassion, and has some wisdom also. Then the girl, the man, the boy with that guru, the girl with that guru, the man or woman rather, they'll be successful. They'll be happy, blissful, and self-realized. Let's say prem realized. We don't care about Atma Tattva Gyan. We want prema swadan, rasa swadan. Our goal is prem, not tattva. Our goal is ras, not siddhanta. It's the first point I make from this book. After 22 pages of driving everywhere, now after 22 pages, she's come to Vrindavan. She's been in South India. She went riding her bicycle out of Thailand. Spent 8 years living with one guy. She was in love with one guy. Lived 8 years together, living in the same place. A very tight, very perfect guy, perfect lady. And she didn't feel satisfied. Like Gopal Kumar. He went from here to there. She said, "No, I'm not. This is not love. It's great. He really loves, quote unquote, loves me. I love it. But there's something more." Her heart was, I want more. I want more. There's something higher, something better. 8 years. She doesn't go all the details. Obviously, she says, "I loved him. He loved me. Everything was perfect." But I wasn't happy inside. I was happy on one level, but not the deepest level. There are many levels to happiness. So she put some end up in India, also over South India, lived for 2 years in some South Indian Brahmin's house, learned about Indian culture. And they said, "You're wearing pants and shirt riding bicycle, why don't you wear a sari?" She said, "How you wear a sari riding bicycle? We'll try it." So she put on a sari, after 2 years, okay, she left that house and toured India for 5 years wearing a sari everywhere riding a bicycle. I don't think it was pink, but it was a bicycle. And she ended up in Vrindavan and driving all around Vrindavan, and she found Satyarani. He answered so many questions about love and compassion, and she said, "This is the place." Sold her bicycle. I ain't leaving this place. And she's been there for 25 years. She is a very important member of his team over here. There's Malati Dasi, I think you met her, Malati.
Yes, good.
She's an older lady from Germany. She is a disciple. These are like his right and left wings, you know. So I really appreciate him and this. You got these helpers, and there's many men with him also. Whole team of Sanskrit translators. You have to have a whole big team to do with these kind of quality books like he's doing. So while she was in India, she read the biography of many great Indian women that are from South India. I never heard of them, but they really loved their husband, attached to their wife, and voluntarily, the wife was attached to her husband, and the husband died voluntarily, they jumped in the funeral pyre. There's no, as she proved in Shastra, there's nowhere in Indian Shastra that a woman's supposed to do this. This became some tradition. It's not, you don't get liberation, you don't do that and all that. There's nothing, it's just, but it became a tradition that women were so attached they voluntarily couldn't live, they loved so much they jumped in. That's courageous. Husband's dead, he's getting burned. She's not dead, she's alive.
Sati Pratha.
Called Sati.
Madhuri did it.
Yeah, Madhuri. So who's Madhuri?
Wife of Pandu Maharaj.
Wife of Pandu.
Mother of Nakula and Sadi.
Yeah, mother of Nakul and Sadi, Panch Pandu, Madhuri. So she's an extraordinary woman. So these women, because she's looking for love, so she found love, so much love these women have for their man, their husband, material love, they voluntarily burn themselves alive to be with their husband, not with a sword in their throat. But then it became like all kind of, somebody made like some law, you have to do this, and then the British imposed it, it's like it's literally burn up women. And it was like really got crazy, and finally it was abolished. So what are the conclusion of all this experience after 22 pages? My conclusion is that a woman, this is all about women, not men, actually, a woman, right, from a woman's perspective, but about these feminine qualities that are needed for success in bhakti. And you'll find out as unfolds. My conclusion is that a woman's inherent power of femininity is the key to her ultimate liberation. A women's qualities, her power of femininity includes her qualities. What qualities? Submission, service, surrender, submission, service, compassion. These are what she means by femininity. Because women means femininity, masculinity, women by a class that have these qualities. These qualities, when rightly directed and rightly developed, will take you to Goloka Vrindavan. Whether you're a man or a woman. She's emphasizing woman, I'm emphasizing both. I believe what she's saying and she's right, but it equally applies to a man, because I've been spending my whole life trying to develop feminine qualities. She says she knows Sanskrit, so she researched all these scriptures, because all there, and she went to the library, fantastic library, unbelievable library, best in Vrindavan. So she said there's no verse at all in any Vedic Shastra that argues that widows should be burned. The husband dies, a woman should be burned. This includes sati. Sati right was a voluntary act of devotion for the husband. They burn themselves out of love. There's no law. It's called Raganuga Bhakti for husband. There's no vidi, no rule regulation. So you can say it's a dharma, but love. In love, there's no
rules.
Love, there's no rules. The rules, there's no love. This is not. She read them all. This lady's not. She's a high. She know when she writes something, it's really good. But she read it original Sanskrit, not a translation by Gaudiya Maharaj BBT. She has none of the Dharma Shastras. 20 books called Dharma Shastras. Mahasamhita, all the laws for men and women, how to live peacefully in society. None of them, which are books on social civic duty, have any reference to sati. And then she quotes Mahasamhita, the original lawmaker, doesn't mention anything about sati. Mahasamhita, there's nothing about sati. Mana was the law of man. Man means humans. There was misuse in ancient times, later times, or misuse of tradition, blah, 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 blah. And one great commentary on Mahasamhita said, sati is a dharmic. It's unrighteous and sinful act for a woman to go her life by burning. It's against dharma and it's sinful. They want to stop it by scaring me, you're quitting sin. I don't care, I love my husband. So that's how we should be with Krishna. Who's like that? Who is like that? They don't care about any law, any rule. Gopis of Vrindavan, led by Radharani. What is that verse?
Swajanam harya patam jahitva. Abejor mukundam padavim vimurki.
That's
Asamaho charanarenu jushamaham syam. Vrindavanam.
Vrindavane abhigomalata oshadinam.
Gulmalata oshadinam. Swajanam harya patam jahitva. Yadustyajam swajam.
Yadusyajam swajam aryapatam shahitva bejor mukundam shrutivir vigrigyo. Come on, boy. Twice the age. Yeah, twice the brain power. Wake up. No, good. Thank you. Very good. It's Uddhava's verse in chapter 47, 10th canto. So they always gave all Aryapat, all the path of Arya behavior, all relatives, which are deuce to jump. Deuce means dur means what?
Difficult.
You don't have a brain? What does loba mean? What does dur loba mean?
Difficult to attain.
Hard. Dur means hard, far, distant. Dur, D for distance. Difficult, hard, far. So dur love means to attain, to gain, profit, money, to gain, to attain. Difficult to attain. What does that apply? It applies to power or love. You're married, I'm trying to catch you, it's difficult to meet you. Dur love, difficult to attain you, difficult to gain you. So, like that, so that's that we've discussed already. An interesting point. So much ignorance is being propagated in the name of Shastra.
That's good.
The innocent women are thinking, well, they jumped in that move. Okay, this is a good one here. What's the difference between real love and, what's the relationship between real love and hate?
Real love and hate.
H-A-T-E, hate. Because often we see love turns into hatred. What's the root of that? It's called love crimes.
Yes,
You ever heard of love crimes? You're married and you come home one night, your wife's in a bed with the driver.
Yeah.
You become so hateful, you shoot your wife on his bed, let the driver go. Don't shoot the driver. My wife cheated on me. She's supposed to love me, but I loved her yesterday. I hate her. Hate leads to what?
Violence.
Hate leads to what?
Violence.
Violence. Everything leads to anger. You don't get enough to eat, you get angry.
Hate leads to violence. Yes, sir.
So what's the relationship? Love and hate. You ever heard of the term love and hate relationship? I love my wife, I hate my life. You never heard?
Yes.
In America, it's everywhere. I love you so much, I hate you guts also. You know? Now that's not real love. Because this lady asked Sunday Ryan one day, he said, some relationships, they love turns into hate. And so what does that mean? He said, it's not real love. He said, love never turns to hate. Love only increases every day more and more. She was floored by the answer. She said, Jai Guru Dev. So she got all her answers from her guru and all fulfillment. What are the dynamics? What are the relations between love and violence? How is it that something that seems so sweet, so enchanting, so enjoyable, turns into the opposite? Bittersweet, they even say, oh, life is like that, bittersweet. It's not bittersweet. That's your life, Jack. My life is rascal, then sweeter, gulab and sweeter burfi. Our life is sweeter, most sweet, right?
Yes.
Madhur? No. Madhur, Madhutara, Madhutam. Uttara and Uttam. Uttam means Uttam. Uttam means topmost. Uttam Bhakti, topmost. Madhutara means more, Tara, extra. Madhur, Madhutara, Madhutam. Madhur is only one Madhur. Can't get out of first gear. Madhur. So I asked the question of Babaji Maharaj, what is the relationship between love and violence? And Babaji paused and said, love never changes into hate or something else. It only moves in one direction. It's really a great answer. He's really brilliant. I love this guy. What direction? More and more love. If in your relationship you feel both love and hate, then know for sure it's not real love. Good stuff. And he cuts the sadhu. She's like, even though love can be classified as both selfish and selfless, we must know that it's always selfless. When we are mainly concerned with our own body and identity, with its nature and inclinations, we become concerned with ourselves only, and that makes us selfish. Me.
Never you.
Love means you. Are you happy? Are you peaceful? Are you healthy? Do you need anything? Do you want anything? Can I do anything to save you? What can I do to please you? This is love. I don't need anything. I'm just being what I am gives me happiness. I'm not happiness not coming from people. It's coming from Paramatma, from Supreme Atma. I'm drawing my energy from the Supreme Atma, not from Jivatma. Jivatma is a little guy. Anu, I'm getting myself from the Vibhu. Vibhu means big, boo, big. Vibhu means great. Anu means atomic, little. Anu and Vibhu. Consequently, we're selfish, pride, egotism, possessiveness. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me, you got it. No, I'm pure devoted, don't you know? Oh, excuse me. overshadow, eclipse our pure love. But love in its selfless or pure form, love flows towards beloved unconditionally and has no demands except to be with the lover and please the lover. It is the most powerful energy that exists, and it shines in its own glory. It is the most pleasant of all sensations and the best tonic for all the mind, body, and intellect. The lady's a great writer, very eloquent, no extra words, and right to the point. Hard-hitting, direct, and powerful, and emotional, and it's a woman's writing. It's the best thing I read in the years. It's written by, most everything I read is written by a man. Not Babaji, Ananda Gopal, by my own guru. Ruga Goswami, every man, how many women write books? Where's John about this book? Where's Seti about this book? Mirabai wrote a bunch of songs, they're very nice. They're also tough, but it's not tough, it's a little upside down. But Bob and Russ are good, and poetry is great. But mostly all books written by men. So this book is very powerful, dynamic. For women, and especially for women, but especially for men that need to develop the female qualities. And women will become proud of those qualities and realize they don't need anything from anybody else. They're already inborn, you got a whole treasure house in your heart. Open it up, explore it, use it, use it to make yourself grow and expand. Discover yourself, discover your inner wealth and inner treasure. Your Mahanidhi, everybody has a Mahanidhi in their heart. Mahanidhi means great jewel, great treasure, great ocean. You have an ocean of jewels. Jewels come from the ocean. That's why Mahanidhi is translated as great jewel, great ocean. Because there's a symbiotic relationship. One produces the other. Ocean produces jewels. The jewels give ocean of good qualities, ocean of money. You got 100 rubies you sell and you'll be a millionaire. 120 carat rubies, you'll be a millionaire. They're costly. Mahanidhi. The great name is a verse 136, Rarasudnidhi. The most pleasant of all sensations, the best tonic for the body, mind, intellect, pure love. I sat there fascinated with such a riot. Who wouldn't be? And relieved to hear this conclusive answer to my long-standing question. I listened intently as he continued. So she's quoting him now. In pure love, one's own, he's really a great psychologist also. He teaches the big psychology, some other ladies. He must have taught her. Anyway, he knows psychology. In pure love, he always talks about love and all kinds of issues. Love, the guy's really smart. So I want to share his stuff to educate myself. I don't know much about this thing called love. In pure love, one's own pride and egotism are not at play. A guru should be so humble that any minute he'll pay obeisance to his disciple. Show me how many gurus will do that. Who want to do it and do it. They'll do it in public, even private or public, anytime. Bhakti Siddhanta used to obeisance to his men disciples. Because he's following Maryada Vaidhi Marg. When Rag Marg, you have to transcend that, but you have to be qualified to be transcending it. Otherwise, you're a sadhu, a cheater. You'll get spoiled by your own false attempts. Try to jump across two mountains, and you're not experienced.
Disappeared.
There you go, bye. You don't make it to the other side. You go to the other side, the other side of death, which is Yamaloka. Not the other side of the mountain. You know, you got to jump. Okay, you ready? You jump, yeah, you jump. Oh, you didn't make it far enough. So be what you're not going to be, you're going to fall, break your head. In pure love, one's own pride and egotism are not at play. But when there's selfish mood, vanity and egotism are undercurrents. Let's say It's all Babaji quoted. Let's say a girl has a boyfriend whom she adores and spends all her time doing everything she can to please him. Others marvel at her affection and are touched by her surrender. Still, her dedication to her boyfriend may be selfish. Now suppose this ultra-devoted girl hears that another young girl is also taking care of her boyfriend.
Finished.
Dun 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 dun. Ding dong, ding dong. Does she feel happy or threatened?
Threatened. Hate. Yeah.
This girl speaking true. Girl has very deep voice. She feels uneasy and jealous within. Then we'll know that quote love is actually selfish. I want him for myself. Get out of here, sister. I'll break your nose. Somewhat amazed by Babaji's words. Love is not possible. Love is not possible where there's pride, jealousy, or possessiveness. If that is the case, Jaydev said, I understood that most relationships in this world are devoid of there's no real love.
Yes.
That's the end of that entry. Pretty powerful entry, huh? So that was discussing the relationship between hate and love. It's actually a relationship with ego and love, morally. This is a very interesting point. I mean, the whole book is so interesting. I asked Babaji a question about what is love actually. Is there any definition in Shastra what is love? He said, true love is always centered in God, spirituality. If it is not, love is doomed to fail one day because the body is temporary and experiences are limited to the material world only. Bhakti Rasrita Sindhu describes love as favorable and unmotivated service to the Lord. Anyabilasya Anukuyena Krishnanu Siddhana Bhakti Rutan. Anukuyena means favorable. Favorable. We can experience true love when this unmotivated service is extended to our relationships in this world. In other words, our relationships with sister to sister, brother to brother, guru to disciple, husband to wife, wife to husband. If those relationships are based, their service is unmotivated. There's no motive. I love you, you're my wife, I just want to serve you, make you happy. You're happy, that's my habit. That's my reciprocation, that's my payment. You follow me? This is a question about real beauty. What is real beauty? In the Indian tradition, they define beauty as Western concept of beauty. What is Western concept of beauty based on? The body. She's beautiful, but you have a beautiful body. Beauty is only skin deep, they say. Beauty is only skin deep. That's all external, all material. But Indian conception is different. Indian tradition, beauty is, you can't separate the definition of beauty from a person's purity and divinity. The scriptures on Ayurveda describe the science of life. They describe how human body is a combination of body, mind, and soul. Atma. Charak Samhita, chapter 1, verse 42, 46, 47. The Ayurvedic Shastra. Charak Rishi is a great Ayurvedic doctor. Person has to understand physical beauty. It also includes aspects of beauty of mind and soul. Ancient books describe beauty treatments for the body can only have a lasting effect, and beauty is achieved and sustained. One can sustain and maintain beauty only with a balanced mind and a contented soul. You can sustain your beauty when you have a balanced mind and a happy soul. The Indian tradition describes three qualities of beauty: beauty, purity, and divinity. As foremost qualities of women, they have beauty, purity, and divinity. They originate from her internal disposition. They are beyond the visible material world, but perceivable through her personal values and behavior. This holistic view, where a person's purity and internal spirit is the foundation of external beauty. Restoration of beauty is based on internal purity and internal spiritual development. Today, everything's opposite. The concept of beauty is external. Really good stuff. A person's purity and internal spirit is the real foundation of a woman's beauty. That's what we see when I see some woman's beauty. We're seeing the beauty of her heart and soul. Body, whatever, body, who cares? Bodies come and go. Heart and soul never comes and goes. It's eternal. Soul is eternal. So when a girl has a beautiful soul, that's the most attractive beauty in the world. She's fat, thin, ugly, flat, fat, ugly, tall, short, fat, flat, ugly, beautiful. It doesn't matter. Beautiful heart, beautiful mind, and beautiful disposition. Take any day, you know. What did Draupadi teach? Draupadi is a wife. She had 5 husbands. Who were her 5 husbands? She showed that shyness and modesty, along with faith in God, Krishna, can empower a woman to overcome all intricacies, all difficulties. Vedic culture. This describes the power of purity. Draupadi's example, how she got so much power because of her purity. Purity is power, because purity is sattva-gun. Sattva-gun is stronger than tamagun and rajagun. In Vedic culture, an ancient traditional Indian culture, the purity of women is the source of their power and protection. Yet modern culture derives this purity, instead propagates and publicizes sexual freedom as an essential element in a woman's personal strength and self-identity. I always associated this author, Jaya Devi Singh. I always thought that purity was, associated purity with repression that prevented me from living a life I wanted. Why should I be pure and be chaste and celibate? I should throw that away, just enjoy. But I admitted that many women in the world, past and present, are very powerful, and I admire them for their independence. Cleopatra, Marilyn Monroe, Anna Chapman were all powerful in their own ways. But they are not particularly surrendered to their partners, different partners or men they had. And she goes on this now. But I skipped over, I just want to say that. And Yajnavalkya explains to his wife Maitreyi, the husband is not dear to the wife for the sake of the husband, for the sake of the self only, for the husband. In other words, the wife loves the husband not for the body of the husband, but the soul and the body of the husband. Similarly, the wife is not dear to the husband for the sake of the wife, for the sake of the self. This is a statement of Yajnavalkya as the goal of life is self-realization. And both husband and wife can achieve this by serving each other. My question was, put to rest to this statement, verified how serving the husband was not the goal itself, but instead a means by which the wife could serve the divine. That's why I said a woman should serve the Krishna and her husband, and a wife should serve the
Husband should serve Krishna and the wife.
The husband should serve the Radha and his wife, and the wife should serve the Krishna and her husband, the divinity inside their heart. Once again, I was seeing how these great Indian women in traditional India knew exactly what they were doing. Their inner strength and power came from surrender to higher principles of life and gave them a strong sense of self, a spiritual self. Now, the point here was serving the husband, serving the wife is a means to realize Radha and Krishna. Because they're Abba, not body, and the divine is in them, the Paramatma is in them. By serving my wife, I'm serving Radharani. My wife, by serving my husband, I'm serving Krishna. Okay, now we talk about independent women. Okay, let's get on it. Wave your flag now. There's 3 of them right there. So she took a Kavya Manusmriti in Sanskrit. I read the famous statement, Maharaj, the god of law, he said, women should not be given independence. That won't fly too far at this age. Tell all the big leaders of the world that prime ministers of the countries are women. Prime Minister of Germany is a woman. They're big people, they're powerful people. So I didn't like that too much. He says, Maharaj said, it's not appropriate for women to be independent. It's not suitable for them to be independent. And Babaji, I brought this up to Babaji, he said, I agree with Manu. He's a pretty liberal guy, you know. I thought I liked Babaji, now I don't like Babaji. I thought he was on my team, now he's on their team. Jai Babaji, boo Babaji. He says it's not suitable for women to be independent. He's sticking his neck out there. He's going to have a picket outside his window, a anti-Babaji rally, you know. He said, let me give you an example, practical example. If women are unprotected and uncared for, they will be exploited. Most countries have laws to protect those who are dependent. It would be incorrect to criticize the state for doing this by saying it's restricting their freedom. At the same time, it's also obvious this kind of protection is not needed when they are no longer dependent on others for protecting well-being. Similarly, women are strong enough and confident enough to protect themselves. Maharaj does not object to their freedom. It's very important because Maharaj just says one thing. Without a guru, you can't understand what Maharaj is really trying to say. There's Vyanjana, there's implied meaning, direct meaning, and implied meaning. Shastra teaching direct meaning you think it's this way, but Shastra is saying something else. But you're stupid, you don't understand. Your guru, because the guru has to show what he's really trying to say. What's really the intention of the author? So that's why Sanskrit is a very tricky language. It's not easy to figure out. You read books on it by yourself, you get the wrong idea. ISKCON is a big example of that. Not to pick on, I wouldn't pick on, let's not pick on them, they're okay, but anybody who doesn't have a guru won't understand the Shastra. Let's say that it's more broad-minded and probably true also. So what did he say? If women are strong enough, then Madan does not object to freedom. Madan knew very well the natures of both men and women are the sensitive position it creates for women in this world. His statements were out of concern for her welfare, not to restrict women. But that's the intention of the author, was not to pick on women, not to denigrate women, not to put women down. That's a very superficial reaction to Maharaj's statement. Why did he say they should be protected?
Because otherwise they will be exploited.
Because, yeah, that's right.
It's out of his concern for them, love for
Yeah,
them.
the thing is, he's saying not out of envy of women, not to punish women, not to live in women, but his love and care and welfare of women, like a father for his daughter. So this is very interesting. So brain is not a man's more intelligent, all that, so that's all wrong. That's just, she doesn't accept that. Science doesn't accept that. They have 2.5 times. In other words, men have 2.5 times more sexual drive than women. Interested in sex and women,
Acha.
and they have more of their brain is more. They have a larger brain for action and aggression. All wars, all murders are done by men, not women. Women don't go around with machine guns shooting people, men do. Women don't hold you with a gun and shoot you up. There's a big difference. Consequently, sexual thoughts occupy a man's mind considerably more than those thoughts are likely, and many of those thoughts are related to violence. He cites a study, all this stuff, scientists, all this stuff. World Health Organization. Who's raping who? Women are raping men?
No.
I go down the street, a woman jumped on me. 5 women gang raped me. We're laughing, but it shows the difference between man and woman. So man thinks she's sexy. She wants sex. I have to rape her. Let's get 10 guys to rape her. She doesn't think that. Oh, you think it. You're projecting. You're thinking of her. She's thinking of her grandmother's sickness. How she wants to get a job to take care of her grandma. Okay, she's pretty. That's her gift of God. Doesn't give you a right to jump on her. So she's smashing men, basically,
Yes, Guru.
with science to prove it. So all the things, man, bigger brain, man's the bigger brain. What's good? You're bigger. Your man's bigger brain. Okay, woman, you got a bigger brain. What's good is this for? It's for violence, aggression, and sex. My brain is used for compassion, service, and love. Comparing the lives of women of the past and present-day women, I see how in the past and in the present, all women are ultimately bound. This is very interesting. Being bound means restricted, tied up. Old-fashioned traditional women were bound by hundreds of rules and regulations. Vidi Nisheda, Yama Niyama. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Now, I see today, women are bound by the consequences of their freedom to do whatever they want. Old days, women couldn't do anything practically. They were restricted to so many laws. Now women can do anything they want, see with any man they want, drink any liquor they want, go anywhere, travel anywhere in the world they want, buy anything they want, make any kind of money, do anything they want. But they're also bound. That's what she said. They're bound by the consequences of their freedom. As a teenager, I believe, this is a European teenager from Belgium, that love means total freedom. Jai Shri Radhe.